Hey, what's happening, guys? What is good? It's your boy Joel Rick, okay? And today we're just gonna be analyzing some trades. All right, so some preview of trades that has been happening on. I hope you can see what that is. That's Nasdaq over there. Yep. So that's UK one. Is it US? Yeah, that's US 100. So I'm gonna just go over what US 100 has been doing lately in the 15-minute time frame. Okay, so I don't want to see what price happening right now. Okay, so let's just go. Okay, yeah, that's where I want it to be. So this is just me analyzing it. Okay, so this is how. Okay, this is IC. So I'm an ICT trade. I trade ICT, and it's a profitable method of trading for my case, right? I've tried SMC, I've tried price action, I've tried trendline trading, and trust me, guys, it hasn't worked out lately. Like, I've tried it, and it just doesn't work out. It didn't work out for me, but it happens that ICT did work out for me, so that's why I had to choose it. Anyway, let's start this episode right away. Now, what? Okay, hold on. Let me drink this. Mm. Okay, so US 100, I'm going to be just analyzing it with the 15-minute time frame because it's more easier to analyze on the 15-minute time frame because the trade kind of plays out as fast as it should be because it's just analyzing. I mean, like just running over it. All right. Anyway, so if we see the previous data over here, we can see that US 100 has been bullish, right? It has been creating lows. Okay, I wish I had that drawing tool. I don't know where to find it. Okay, so in the next video I'm gonna just find it. I can't find it right now. Okay, I'll be at it. Okay, so price has been forming highs, lows, highs, lows, high. Okay, let me high, higher low, higher low, high, blah blah blah. That bullish structural form. And if we see right now, we are in a range over here. Okay, so price is in a range here, and we can tell that the price broke out of this range that is acting right now at this zone over here, and we can tell that below to the left there was a breakup block. Okay, so this is a breakup block. Let me just mark that. That's a breakup block. Price reacted at this level, and likely if you zoom in, you can tell that also after price reacted the breakup block, you can see that price grabbed liquidity before expansion. So price did break, gave us a sweep, and then the next thing you would be looking for is price expanding upside, right? So price goes, if you see here, price went above this range and it managed to, it didn't close above that high though, it just swept. So that is a liquidity sweep, range break, and it closed inside. So if we want to continue buying, we want to find our bullish, we want to see price come to an order block or a fair value gap. In our case, we don't see any fair value gap over here, and once again, I'm not sure if this is gonna buy because, well, it didn't break, right? It just swept, it closed above it and then closed inside with the next candle. So let's just see what price is gonna do. Okay, yeah, let's just monitor it, and then until we find a good entry over there. So we want to, okay, let's see if price is gonna go to, okay, so if price is gonna reverse, we want to see a change of character, market structure shift, right? So where is our low? This is our low, this over here, this is gonna act as our low. So if we see a breakout of here or even here, we might sell. Okay, so let's see what price does. So price still keeps on ranging, price is still in a range, and let's see, and price approaches our low over here. All right, so is this breakout of this range gonna be a manipulation or a continuation? So let's still monitor what price is doing. Okay, so Another thing, we want to mark out this low, okay? This low plays a very major key point. It was acting as a breaker block, and likely price might come down here, and then it's just gonna respect this and maybe continue shooting up. So let's still wait and see. Now, you see this an expansion. Price did break out of this low, and then it came above this. It respected this order block that was here. You can see that, and then likely it's gonna drop down for this low. Okay, see what it does. It comes to this rejection block. It didn't even it just gave us some sort of an SMT. See that? Some sort of an SMT, and then price give us this bullish engulfing candlestick, breaking this high. So the fact that we were bullish in this market, then likely we might continue buying, right? So the fact that we see in this, if we see a reversal or a pullback towards this level, then that's where we might. Okay, so let me mark this first. This was an SMT, so we might consider buying. We see price retrace to this order block, so let's wait and see. And there we have it, right? This was a market structure shift, and we were bullish in this trade. We have been bullish, so price just came out and give us a manipulation, and then we expect price to expand to the upside, likely. Okay, so I'm not sure it's gonna do that. I'm just predicting according to how I would have entered the trade. Okay, yeah, man. So I would have entered long here. I would have placed my stop loss below this, and I would have gone for 1:2 risk to reward ratio. So I'm gonna move this chart to this side so that I can see if price did hit stop loss or hit take profit, whatever. And okay, so after price did respect that, you can tell that price also gave us this some sort of fair value gap over here. Okay, so price might still come down there. So 1:2, that would be somewhere here. Let me move it fast, okay? And as you can see, price did hit our take profits as simple as that. Okay, that's why I say that this strategy works. Anyway, we still have more long time to go. Okay, this is just a fast winning trade, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so let me move this to this point and let's continue seeing what price is doing. So price gives us a high and a low, a swing high and a swing low. If you want to mark it, that's up to you, but let me just mark it so that you guys can see that. So you want to see price reaction above this. Okay, you want to see price respect to this zones. You want to see maybe a sweep or a break. All right, that's when we are going to start being active on the market. But right now we're just seeing what price is doing inside here, likely consolidation, right? So let's see what price is doing. Of course, that's a range, and oh my gosh, like, damn. So price really comes down with that huge momentum, and so you want to mark out the previous lows. Okay, so this over here was price has been rejected, so these are very crucial zone, point of interest if you can call that, and price reacted to that level, right? And remember that fair value gap that I had marked before after price gave us an expansion. Remember I entered my trade here and this week, all right, and price had given us this fair value gap. There was a fair value gap here. So if we move this to the right, you can see that price did respect that, right? And let me say this, what you see most of the time after price respects this fair value gap and a liquidity sweep, right? Like there was a liquidity sweep. If you can focus this, there was a liquidity sweep and price failed to break that liquidity, that low over here, right? So what happens most of the time, price just expands upwards. Okay, so most of the time at this point you won't find price doing this sort of stuff. Like assume it came down just like that over here, so and there was a fair value gap just like this, right? You won't expect price to like come above this and then give you a bullish structural movement to give you more time so that you can buy. No, what price does is price most of the time comes down and respects a point of interest and gives us this huge wick. It just expands upwards, man. It doesn't give you anything, like it doesn't give you an entry. So what you do here is very risky, because most of you guys, you would enter immediately you see this week, you would be like, of course I'm gonna enter this, place my stop loss this week, and then go for 1:2. What price does is that you don't know what price might do. Most of the time it will trick you onto going up like that, and then it's gonna come down and sweep this low once again, with maybe even with a body, and then the next thing it will do is that it will close with another candle inside of this like that, and then it gives you a fair value gap over here, a bullish fair value gap. And if you know head and shoulder pattern, yeah, that's what it gives you, and then it gives you an expansion. So this is where you enter your trade. This somewhere here was fair value gap, and then that's where you enter your trade. Like maybe price gave you a bullish fair value gap over here, and then if you trade the box setup, you would see that price is aligning with this previous low that was breaking. These are liquidity sweep, these are stop hunt. So this is where you enter your trade, then you go for 1:2. I was explaining what price does whenever you see something like this. All right, anyway, let's see what price does, because right now if I entered this and price did go up, I'm gonna get in a lot of like I'm gonna get into the trade very early, and I'm gonna end up in a lot of profits, but it's gonna be risky, and I don't like risking things. I'm not comfortable, you know what I'm saying? Like, why should I risk? And bro, I got nothing to lose, right? Yeah, so let's just wait. And you see, price doesn't just expand. You want to see some sort of liquidity sweep first, because price moves, like, how do I explain this? Like, what moves price, right? Price moves when it's trying to hunt liquidity, it's trying to generate liquidity, and it's trying to rebalance imbalances in the market. So over here, price is creating liquidity. Over here, we can see that price had created some wicks. That means there were some stops here. So price is likely to grab liquidity before expanding to the upside. All right, so let's monitor and see what price did. I told you guys, that's what happened. It gives you this huge, and then you'll be like, you know what, bro, I think this thing is not gonna continue going up, bro. It just broke this low. That's like, it's now turning to the downside. No, you want to be sure about that, right? Even me, I don't know, but I know that price is likely trying to grab liquidity first and then continue going up. I mean, likely, I'm not sure. So let's still see what price is doing.